to Terminal Thursday. Hey guys.
Hello.
Good morning.
And today, of course, I perhaps needs no further introduction. The legendary Python and the famous, absolutely brilliant William. Hey guys.
I'm famous?
Yes. Yes.
Wait, right. I mean, in a certain community, I guess.
As you might have seen, there is
I mean,
a brand.
considering that technically one day somebody recognized me a bit by accident in the street, yes. Uh, I could give details just because a random guy singing "It's a Long Way to Tipperary" in order to keep himself busy while waiting for tramway is not going to
Hello,
be
it's always
somebody
like
a
enjoy.
random person. That person inquired, realized that we were both Hearts of Iron gamers, and that was that. And then, Route 56 is my favorite mod. And I mean, it really happened. So yeah, I was a bit surprised myself.
Well, there you see. That's amazing. Coming back to the well, the patch today and the rollout. Yeah, some of it we mentioned already last week when we rolled out some new policies for the Sub-Saharan Africa theater, and you will see that in the dev diary today. We talk about all of the policies: the Sub-Saharan Scramble, American Culturalization, Western Decolonization, Merchants of Liberty. All of them are mentioned there. All of these are U.S. ones, so of course the focus here has been on rebalancing the U.S.'s position in Sub-Saharan Africa. But we've also done several other things. We fixed some bugs, noticeably a bug that would sometimes cause one of the players to disconnect after a nuclear war is launched. And
Oh, we fixed it. That's great.
yeah, and that is part of the change implemented today. Also, as some have been saying, oh, I have an older computer, I can't play the game. Can you do something for me? Yes, we can. And so we have created in the options menu, if you guys go there, now there is an element saying show reflections. You can switch that off, and that will give you a little bit of extra boost to your to the fluidity of your game, because the game will with this require less GPU power. So that means that if you have an older graphics card that has potential performance issues, you can now boost the game by turning that off. We've also worked on optimizing some of the other features so that the game will run smoother on older computers as well. And this means that, yeah, you can run it on much older PCs now. So check that out.
Including the Apple One.
The Apple One. I don't know if you can run it on the Apple One, but but give us a shout if you manage to be run it on the Apple One. That would be exceptional.
Yeah, ever consider the physical release on actual floppy disks?
Yeah, that would
like
be to release the game on the floppy disks. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, the real floppy ones, from the
yeah, the floppy
not
ones.
not the knockoffs I used in the 90s.
Yeah, exactly. Another element that has been fixed is that we did a lot of nuclear war fixing. So we've improved the way targeting works as well. So in this
Nice.
one,
Oh my god.
yes.
I gotta hear that. How do you improve it? I love this. Very cool.
And also the positioning of submarines in the Arctic, because sometimes you would get an out of sync happening with some of the positionings. So we've looked at and fixed that as well. There will be more updates coming on this front. We are this is something that we have been looking into, and we are working on to improve even further. Also rebalancing some of the way that targeting works. We want to look a little bit more on how can we get good targeting or better targeting than we already have. So and also the exploit where players could attack and send the unit back to the command reserve in the same turn. That's also gone. So thank you guys for reporting that. And it means that we won't name any names, but some people we've seen have tried to cheat with this. And we just want to say to you guys, we know what you're doing. and that is also fixed. So um, keep an eye out for if there are any other feedback or bugs or anything that you want to report to us. Just feel free to do so. Also updates to the focuses. We not only added new policies and elements, but we also rebalanced which focuses actually unlock some of these policies. And you will see that we updated the Treaty of Lagos. That now activates the Sub-Saharan Scramble. The FNLA movement now activates American culturalization. And then Merchants of Liberty is available to get both from an African base, Sydafrikanske Vermag, and the Renamo forces. So all three of those can actually make it available for you to have Merchants of Liberty. And Merchants of Liberty is the new policy where you can spend 3 military to place 4 influence in Sub-Saharan Africa, US influence that is. And then UNITA forces and the Congo crisis now activates Western decolonization. So both the Congo crisis and UNITA forces have now been linked to the Western decolonization policy. And what the Western decolonization policy does is that you can spend 3 elites to gain 5 influence. But here you will not be able to place that influence. It is randomly added to you in Sub-Saharan Africa. Yeah, and then you will see that these have some limitations. You have to have a certain amount of influence before you can actually do this one. So if the US has lost a lot of influence in Sub-Saharan Africa, you won't be able to do Western decolonization until you reach a minimum of influence. And in terms of Merchants of Liberty, there you will see you will need to have a certain amount of alignment in order for that to happen. Yeah. Also, another fix is Glasnost. There have been issues with Glasnost we discovered, and it would sometimes not reward the 10 VP to the Soviet Union, and that has further been updated, so now that should work. Yeah. And hey, William, we also fixed the typo in the Chinese Civil War. Thanks for reporting that. It was good.
Finally.
What we also done in this dev diary, and you will see, we have run a little bit of a strategy school where you can now see in the dev diary sort of explanations about, well, where did this fit into the overall strategy? So you can, so you can identify the various, the various strategies that you can play with those particular elements. So without further ado, let me host the game, and I will send a key to you, Python. And do you want to play as the US, by the way, or would you like to play as the Soviets?
I'm not sure. What do you want to play this? You can pick.
I wanna try it as the U.S. actually.
Great. All right, I'll play Soviets.
You have chosen your doom. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, there you go. Logged in.
Okay, let me just start the game. So first timeline, 46 to 50. Now another announcement I want to be making today is that we have
It sounds like you have
our
pitched ball right.
team, and we have recruited a new person to the team, and he will be presented in the coming weeks. What we can say now is that he's a person that has worked previously for Activision before they became Activision Blizzard, and also worked at EA for a while. He has his own studio, and yeah, he will be helping us going forward as well into expanding thermal conflict even further with new elements of the design. And yeah, we're really looking forward to presenting him for the community. So going forward, make sure to look out for that as well. Ooh, interesting. Soviet reparations is new focus. USSR reduce VP by 1 to gain 1 finance alignment. That's it, folks. We have won. We're leading this Cold War.
It's convenient to have, seeing how you don't no longer have to go into women's management to take on the Aleutian Islands.
Woohoo! Yeah, so we can pick here either to disarm or to arm. Let's just go back and see what we have to choose between. So of course, as we can see, the American focuses, Python cannot. These are very interesting. Okay, so Soviet reparations. He also gets the 5-year plan, which is a policy that he can implement, gains him 3 VP. And Comic-Con, where he can gain 3 influence in Eastern Europe with Soviet presence. So basically, if we remove elements here and make Soviet presence anywhere, then he can gain that back with by just making use of that. Okay.
Disarmament.
Now we'll pick disarm. And we'll make presence in 2 regions. There we go. We get some new leaders. And plenty of
I
new
love this
policies.
policy.
So the policy we're talking about is the 5-year plan, this one. Gain 3 VP. This is the one the Soviets can launch in Eastern Europe. And then, of course, it's Comic-Con, when you can gain 3 influence in this European region with Soviet presence. So he needs to have at least 1 or 2 influence in a region. And then he can restore that. But also to mention is this one, the Warsaw Pact, set all USSR controlled regions in Eastern Europe. Oh. Are we looking at an invasion of the Aleutian Islands, maybe?
Maybe.
Maybe. Wow. You know, the Aleutian Islands are pretty American, aren't they? No response. I guess that says it all.
I might.
I mean, yeah. Okay, that's let's do some.
Testing. Can you hear me?
Yes, I sure can.
All right. Great.
I think what we're gonna be seeing is Russian aggression in the Aleutian Islands. I have a
Maybe.
I have a sense of oh, the fate of Germany. And there we have it. Russian invasion of the Aleutian Islands. What do you know? Why this violence?
No reason.
There's no reason. Okay.
Oh,
Opa.
satisfied a surface fleet.
Opa. Well, good sir. You might have taken the Aleutian Islands for now, but you shall never take West Berlin. I guess you're gonna be invading full out. You wouldn't do that to your good old pal, would you? Come on now. Give peace a chance. Um. Hey, Python.
Look. What is it? Can you hear me?
Give peace
Testing.
a chance.
Oh, okay. What to say? My mic cut off for a second. I mean, I guess it could lose an island. No one get attacked from there. That's a precautionary measure.
I was saying you wouldn't attack West Berlin. Your good old pal in West Berlin. Surely West Berlin is gonna be free and independent.
Can't guarantee that.
Yeah. I do wonder.
Ooh, this is interesting. Forgot about that. Okay, let's see here.
The German political machine. So there are wranglings here in East Germany. Oh, Sukarno. And Nehru. And Kim Kimati. Oh my god. What's Duel of Fate. Okay. Creating war zones. Hmm. Oh, West Berlin. And here I thought West Berlin was gonna live. Well, maybe another time. Good old West Berlin. Well, it was worth a try. Why Kimati and Sukarno, though? That's, it's an interesting choice. Okay, we've got 2 more turns. Founding of the GDR. Bombing mission, Aleutian Islands. Wow. Hmm. Hmm. All right, I think alright, now it's for us to select next. And we're gonna go with an African base.
Right.
Disarmament.
A new focus, isn't it?
Yep, an African base. It's good. This also gives us a brand new policy, Merchants of Liberty. Um, so what this does is we can spend 3 military to place 4 influence. We will get there in time. Great pillar of Asian communism. Hmm. Even more. Okay. What's happening here? Well, okay. Most of that is lost. Pakistan. That's alright. Let's begin by securing Mauritian Senegalese zone. Ho Chi Minh is gone. Oh. Ah. Come on, CIA! We wanted Kimati dead.
Yay!
That kind of sucks. Now Kimati just became a little bit more powerful. Oh.
That's interesting.
Oh, the Italian commies. No, not this. Mm. Yeah. That's very unfortunate.
Disarmament.
So, mutual disarmament. Hmm. What we have to remember here is, yeah, Germany is probably gonna be lost, but we will capture Spain. Citizens' rights. That's very interesting. Hmm. Oh, we have an invasion in Greece. So that's completed. Now, we're actually gonna go and gain some influence here.
Disarmament.
Get a mutual disarmament, but we still gain 2 influence, and we gain quite a bit of people power. So we're gonna make use of some of that. First and foremost, we're gonna capture France. It's an important element because now we can't be attacked in France. And then of course we'll be capturing West German Alpine Zone. And it's almost to be expected. Indochina has fallen to Soviet control. The good part about us cutting off East Germany and Carpathian Zone is that we kind of have a little bit of leeway, but yeah, Indonesia is teetering, so that's it's definitely something to keep an eye on. Let's see here. We consolidation. Central Indonesian Zone. Yeah. We're gonna gain some military. And also some people. It's a very interesting start, one I've never seen before. I don't think we've ever played a start like this. Kimati is at his end. Very interesting indeed. The Soviets will begin by selecting, because we are leading by 2 victory points. Oh, the weapons program! The weapons program. Yep. Very interesting. So, the weapons program suspends army command production, but it grants 1 military alignment. Also, gives us a chance to get a little bit more espionage. But,
Disarmament.
We can actually begin with the disarmament here, and now we got a chance to, I guess, hurt the Soviet Union a little bit, if we would like to. We take away a little bit of influence in Moscow. Building a few McDonald's and Starbucks. Forward
The enemy
Starbucks.
have launched their first
No,
object
thank
into
you,
space.
Oh, first Sputnik beats us to the punch. Oh, Giap. Well, well, well. At least Ho Chi Minh is gone, but yeah, you got full use of Ho Chi Minh. Oh, come in form. And the tide have turned. In fact, almost quite considerably the tide has turned. I see. Um... So, we're gonna be placing influence.
Oh my gosh. Already? You won't believe it, but I already completed the chain command. Dissolve modernized ground forces. That was
Say again.
fast. I have already completed the modernized ground forces focus. I have it on like a 90 Ps and plus
Wow!
50%
Wow!
progress.
Oh, that was great. Then you managed to do that in
Making
such a short period of
making
time.
making pretty fast progress over there.
That's brilliant. I'm actually contemplating on doing this one, just for the sake of that. Five turns. 15 victory points already. That's it's tough. Why are you so tough? Why are you so tough? I think we'll do this. Let's see. Well,
Insignificant progress, unfortunate.
I'm fine with that. And we have closed the circle of life. Oh, you got the hall. More consolidation in the China. Oh well. What are these Western Europe and East Asia? Really? That's might interesting. I know we have we can do espionage. In fact, we can do a lot of espionage. Ooh. um. Yeah, no reason to be overly aggressive. Can come back to haunt us. Experimental fire control system.
Wasn't able to get in time. Transfer all remaining resources.
Oh, you resolved the T-54. That's cool. Okay, focus selection for us. Now, we could choose this. And that would be highly interesting. But I kind of like this. And if we don't choose that, okay, let's go with this. So the petrol affair.
Okay then.
Yeah, the Petrov affair. We're doing affairs with Petrov.
Disarmament.
Get a mutual disarm. And that's perfectly okay. And then, let's see here. We're gonna go and do... we're gonna start by doing this. Now, Sukarno here is a really, really annoying leader because he still has 3 power and he can use abilities to make things just a little bit difficult. So what we're gonna do is well, we have one more turn. We're actually gonna capture Papua New Guinea. There we go. Oh, very volcanic ambitions. Tito making an entrance. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Disarmament.
We
Wait,
will disarm.
disarms?
And we will disarm to capture Norway. Brotherhood of Unity. Yeah, we get a war zone in Greece, or rather, Greece gets a war zone. But I think with Tito, this is gonna be a swift victory going in Greece for the Soviets. Well, first we're gonna close the northeastern passage. That's a given. Now the second is less of a given, which is we will recruit the goal.
Oh. Did not see that coming.
And capture Portugal. Then NATO.
That's fast. Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, Western Europe. There's yeah, West Germany, Italy, and Yugoslavia and Greece have fallen to the Soviet Union. But we have gotten Spain and Portugal, France, and Britain and Norway into NATO. So that's at least something. Yep. So next, now we could select all of these. Um, the question is if we wanna, of course. Okay, let's go for that. So the voyage of the Missouri
Arms race.
is a one-sided disarm. Yeah, if we recruit Ben Gurion, he's probably gonna get assassinated, that's for sure. Yeah, everything speaks towards that. There we have Nasser. Um, yep. I'm gonna recapture Iraq. Got 2 more turns. So, a new timeline begins. 1956 to 60. This has been very interesting. Very interesting in terms of developments. But we get to go first, and we have 3 to pick between. That's interesting. This is really interesting as well.
Some focus is on.
Um, Actually, let's pick this. So, Eastern Reconstruction.
Oh wow.
He loses 1 alignment, gains 3 finance. Or actually, his finance is set to 3. So I don't know what he had, but with this, we also, every Eastern European leader gains 1 power.
Disarmament.
Now what's interesting about this is we actually gain 3 to place. And so, in essence, we could curtail Soviet expansionism somewhat. And we shall in Yakutia.
So random.
Our bomber commands can now deliver ballistic strikes.
Make that happen.
The enemy have launched their first man into space.
Oh. Very, very interesting. Space race increase. Is the Soviet Union weakened? Yeah, but no. Yeah, this is unlike any other game we played so far. That is definitely true. Hmm. Yeah, the Middle East, Central America, North America, more Middle East, Eastern Europe, Central America. There's quite a plethora of choices for the Soviets going forward. So yeah, there's a lot that we can expect to see. Oh, KGB investigations. That's interesting. Are you being investigated?
No, that's just some of the military.
Python has been naughty. That's alright. We won't tell. No, in South South Asia, Indochina is firmly in Soviet hands. But we have a wall going all the way from the Aleutian Islands, still all the way down to the Pacific. It's yeah, it's a reinforced wall for sure. Hmm.
We have launched our first object into space. We have launched our first animal into orbit.
Wow. Huh.
Launched an animal into orbit.
Yep, first monkey into space. I got the first dog.
That's what we want. Oh, operation detected. um, it wasn't me.
I doubt that. Wow, that's interesting. It's blocked.
Hmm. Yeah. I'll go for that. That's fine. Hmm. Oh, this is good. Yeah. Oh, that's exceptional. Yeah, you see now the Carpathian, Ukrainian zone, East German Baltic zone, all and Central Russia has been recaptured. So for sure. That's okay. We kind of knew that would happen. It was more a question of when it would happen, rather than if it would happen. I think Python had made up his mind quite early, I think, about recapturing those as soon as he's...
Yep.
Yep. Yay!
What?
We've been vindicated. That's good. We needed that. Yeah, most of anything that was said about us were lies. Lies, I tell you. Lies.
Sure.
um... So now, it will be very interesting to see what is going to be selected. The Caribbean gain more influence and declare wars on the region with presence. Oh no! Well, that's bad. Mexico.
Oh wow.
Why would you do this? Well, at least they took their Panama. Where is my Panama? Actually, yeah. Three turns. What?
That was lucky. 2 in a row.
Oh my god.
Man, that was a clutch play, I think.
That was brilliantly played. Turned all of it against me.
Yep. Revolutionary socialism.
Oh boy. Well, let's see.
All of Central America is lit up right now. Every single territory.
There we go. We're gonna have us a little movement here.
Arms race.
No, Python is gonna be.
Let's see. There we go. Nice coastal territories. Oh wow, that's fast.
Hello, boys. Now, why we did that is because it gives us a commanding position. It doesn't matter where he deploys now. We will get him. If he deploys in Mozambique, we will be able to attack. If in Somalia, we'll be able to attack. If in Ethiopia, we'll be able to attack. If Zaire, we'll be able to attack. So essentially, we have a commanding position now in Sub-Saharan Africa. Which is great. We want to have that. Of course, it makes it that more difficult for expanding the military. The Warsaw Pact happened. Yakutia is somewhat isolated. Western India. Nehru's gone. Somalia is a war zone. Now, let's see what will happen. Set military to 7 at the end of this focus if they control Turkey, central Turkey, set influence in... Oh. To 5. And Turkey Cypriot zone to 0. Oh, that's interesting. Hmm.
Arms race.
Mutual arms race. Ja, vi kan ju. We can. Yes, we can. But, I think what we'll do is actually just do this. With great power comes great responsibility. Nasser is gone. They're both gone.
Definitely.
And we get to pick. Hmm. Well, we go for the Strategic Air Command. Because it's strategic.
Arms race. Our bomber commands can deliver strikes at a greater range.
Now, we could get Suharto if we wanted to. But no, that's a commanding position we have there. Just ensuring that nothing, no nastiness happens. No nastiness. Yeah, let's do it. So, recruit Chombe. Moise Chombe. Yeah, there's a definite reason why we want him. So we remove one influence from Madagascar. There we go. Sorry, no, not Madagascar. Mozambican zone. Yeah, Nehru is gone. Let's just see here. Hmm. Yeah, this will be the last turn in this focus. And then we'll go to Soviet focus after this.
Hmm.
So, Soviet focus selection. Let's see. South Asia. Set influence and time layers
Yep.
into 1. Well, we gain 1 elites, but that doesn't really help us.
Disarmament.
The mutual disarm. Peace in Indochina. War in Pakistan. What has Pakistan done to you? But what really matters there is the victory points collected. I'm suspecting that's what you're happy with.
Yep.
It's a little bit unfortunate. Well, we'll just recapture that. Goodbye, Mr. Chombe. You've served us well. well. Try to infiltrate Libya, eh? Actually pretty... It's a pretty good idea you had there, Pythona.
What do you mean?
Hmm. Now, I could go with this, or I could go with something else. I'm not sure what these could be. It's just... Oh, I'm gonna pick this. There we go.
Arms race.
Oh, mutual arms race. Oh, strategic strangulation, my god. It's brutal. That's that, ladies and gentlemen. That was a great play. Well played, sir. But then again... clawed a little bit of that back. Just a tiny bit.
The enemy have completed their first rendezvous in space.
First rendezvous in space.
Disarmament.
Hmm. The question is, are you actually why would you attack Norway like that? That makes very little sense. Norway is US territory.
I have a feeling you deployed a fighter recently.
Whatever makes you believe that.
Goodness. We did lose another tank.
Well, the only fear we have to fear is fear itself. Once again, you're at it in Tunisia. Yeah, I don't really. Not sure I much like that. I was fairly sure you would have something there, but then you didn't. Once again, eh?
Such a low chance, only 35%.
So we got a new timeline. Ooh. Yeah.
Arms race.
So we got a mutual arms race.
Our submarine fleet can now deliver nuclear strikes.
Wow. So we'll actually begin by recruiting Golda Meir, and then recapturing Iraq.
I haven't seen her in a while.
She's good. She's good. Pretty solid. Then actually, we'll make use of that to remove
Oh wow.
influence in Egypt.
The enemy have completed their first orbit. The enemy have successfully landed a man on the moon.
Four turns. Five-year plan. That's a good one. What are you contemplating?
So yeah. I'm surprised you actually were able to set up a military base completely in the Middle East, though. Because the last game, from what I recall, you every time I went to the Middle East, you simply regularly deployed stuff there and then left. But nope, you set up a whole military base here.
You mean that I established a military base in the Middle East?
Yep, in Libya. Finally got the infiltration in this crisis.
You know, I just want to tell you
The enemy has built and launched a space station.
if you launch nuclear war, you will die. I have plenty of nukes. And
I think it's worth it. So, you
oh,
should be able to win this. Oh,
you will die.
nuts.
Unfortunately, see, you're down to 17 victory points, and I got Mervs.
Out. You have Mars? Oh my goodness. Pretty fun. You don't have any Sulawesi supporting to them. But you do have bombers. I do not have enough capability, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, saying that you're gonna die.
Oh man, I was hoping you didn't have Mars. That would have killed
Nope.
me. Like, God, it's not reaching the bomber command in time. Yeah, I don't think it's
Nothing
gonna.
of the Soviet Union survived. I
Yep, it's not gonna be.
see.
It's
See,
not
I
gonna
told.
be enough. Ah,
See, I told you were gonna
um,
die.
I thought I was gonna. I had 80 victory points, and that was victory. Oh man.
No, no. In fact,
I,
the United States.
now you
See,
have.
Wait,
Oh my
you lost?
gosh.
I personally think you won.
told
What?
you.
I blame the faulty
Oh my
software.
goodness.
United States survived.
How many nukes did you have?
I had like 30 nukes, a little more than 30.
I only had like I had 25,
Yeah,
and you had Mars. I didn't
yeah.
have
Told you
Mars.
weren't gonna die if you launched.
Ah, man, I was hoping for mutual victory. God,
Look at that,
that was good.
32% influence. Basically, you got wiped off the face of the planet.
Yeah, Australia would carry on the United States' military. Like I just died, so you will
Yeah,
no
and
longer
even
exist.
even the places in Africa survived, sub-Saharan Africa. So,
Oh
but yeah,
man, those modes really did me in.
it was a great game. Um,
Yes, it was pretty fun.
yeah,
I did not expect to die. I did not. I thought I was gonna be guaranteed with 80 victory points. I did not know I could still lose though. Oh man,
yep. That's why I went for Mervs.
that's pretty smart.
Um, also, what was your overall strategy? Like, what did you aim for?
I want to try the new nuclear war mechanics. So I tried to get like a lot of early military alignments. I had 5 military alignment early on. I was gonna take. I secured all objectives in Europe. I did have Kim Il Sung available, but I wasn't prepared to launch them, so I lost them for you.
Yeah, I actually had ground units in China. Um, so I had 2 army commands in China deployed, but I didn't use them. And then I had bomber commands in sub-Saharan Africa, and I used Merchants of Liberty to gain that extra advantage, and then um, the base. So I deployed fighter command, bomber command, and all the took up that strategic position in Kenya. So denied you the ability to deploy any of your unit as I took away
Yeah,
Madagascar.
that was great. I would have had to somehow get influence from false flags or disarm instead of deploying Africa again. So that was
Yeah, so
unfortunate. I lost Africa.
so that meant that in essence I could use Africa, sub-Saharan Africa, as a launching platform into the Middle East. So because of that, I could deploy very cheaply into Libya. Put out the. I actually had an army command there, and I put up the fighter commands. Then I removed one from Egypt, so I could advance with the fighter command into the Suez. And what I was gonna do in Egypt was close the Suez. So I had Iraq, Saudi Arabia. I had an army command also in Oman, so I could capture Oman and have all the way down to Pakistan. And I was gonna actually link up with the forces I had in China with the forces in Pakistan, uh, because I could recruit Gandhi in India and then use that to kind of cut off Pakistan and do somewhat of a comeback in South Asia. But I didn't get a chance to do that because then you launched a nuclear war.
Oh man. Yeah, that was an extremely bad idea. Man, oh man, that was a good goal. That's what we that was my biggest regret. Oh my goodness. I really didn't think you had nerves, honestly. That's only you started dancing nuclear attack.
I yeah.
Man.
What I also did, which was very cool, was maybe you saw that, but I forward deployed all the way into Iraq and quickly
Yeah,
established
that was so annoying. Oh my
domination in
goodness.
Iraq. And by doing that, essentially, I knew that um, I would have your attention, but
Yeah, you
more
got that right.
importantly, I would set up an anchor point where it would be very difficult for you to fully utilize Nasser. And then you had to go into the war zone, into Levantian zone to get Nasser. And even when you uh, put put out the influence in Iraq, it meant that I could recapture that very quickly. And then the only way you could go into Iraq again was to declare that war zone, which meant that as you did that, I could capture Saudi Arabia. I could threaten to go back into Iraq. I actually had a plan because I had the to capture Turkey because I had the focus for it as well. But you beat me to it, especially because you also had the Turkey.
Yeah, but I had a turkey focus.
Yeah, exactly. So you captured Turkey, and then I it was too late for me, and I had to pull out. But in Europe, it was pretty good that you removed the the army command because yeah, I would have bombed it.
Yeah, goodness gracious.
But I was actually
It was a pretty peaceful game though, right? Definitely had a fun time here.
yeah, I was actually afraid that at some point you would go into East Asia, and that's why I deployed forces there. Because
I didn't know
pretty
you had it for these days, excellent.
pretty much I had a bomber command in East Asia and a fighter command, but pretty much everything else I had removed from there except for the two army commands that I had, and then of course the Korean forces. But even the submarine I removed from Korea actually. And so I just had the fighter command and the army command there as a backup, but nothing else. And then the two armies in southern China. Um, so I was afraid that you would go in there and then, make use of the generals or Mao and start dominating some of that
I
area.
never got I never got a single East Asian focus besides North Korea.
I did, but I didn't use it.
What was it?
It was Chiang Kai-shek, the Red
He's
Dragon
he's
Dance.
he's he's great. You get so much government out of that's like two alignments. Why don't you?
I know, but the reason I didn't use them then was I didn't have the army commands at that point deployed there, so I opted out of it. But yeah, I felt you see the how big of a difference it makes to for the U.S. to really get a foothold in sub-Saharan Africa, and especially with the new balanced elements, it makes it so that you can have a more viable play. It's not always an assured victory anymore that you will, as a
Oh
Soviet
yeah, that
Union,
was
get
I
the
like
Middle East. Yeah.
yeah, I thought it was gonna be an insert victory with 80 VPs, but I was surprised. So like I really commend the genius play there. You set up to make sure that even with the victory advantage, I could not launch first and end. That was amazing. Great play by you today.
Well, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I think the best, really the best play against me was what you did in Central America. That was
No,
devastating.
all right, that was more than luck than anything. Two false flags in a row. That was so nice.
Yeah, but oh my God, did you screw things up for me there? Like that
You-
entire theater after
it's a
achieving
war
that
zone.
is just basically dead for me. And it was just moved in an army command down into Nicaragua, Honduras, so I could keep forces away from being deployed there. And it was just, I had just moved down a unit to Mexico, and then you did that, and I was like, oh my god, now I have to move it in. But even then, oh my god, I was like, well, that's Central America lost.
Now, you can still go there. Like, you didn't have the means to deploy financing, so you can safely still go into those war zones, no risk.
Um, yeah, but but yeah, it was brutal. And I think if I wouldn't have moved in the forces I did there, there were, I think you could have actually found a way to deploy, but that was before I closed up Spain.
Yeah, Europe and stuff like that. So it's extremely expensive to even try to deploy there now.
Yeah,
Unfortunate.
I was afraid at some point that you would go, since you had Italy, you had West Germany, that you would essentially put pressure on France and then open up a line into France through that. But because of the fact that I had the army command there, I was like, yeah, at least though I didn't win anything, I stemmed the tide.
I was
Um,
considering running Tito, but I had other priorities.
I, I, I suspected, almost expected that Tito would come at some point, but then I thought about it and I was like, actually, you,
Like, yeah, I already got everything I need to do. And you saw that as well.
yeah, um, and I used the goal to quickly get NATO, and it was okay, but yeah. The what I was more afraid of wasn't that you were gonna be launching a nuclear war against me. I was actually more afraid that you would have even further policies that would provide you victory points, or that you would use espionage, and as we progressed, you would essentially use missions to gain victory points, because you get those special missions that grant victory points. So, so actually, the turn after this one, where you launched, I would have started doing some of my own policies to reduce the number of victory points, because it was getting like really dangerous. 80 victory points is a lot.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah, I did think about it. I didn't know if I could actually push it all the way to 100 though.
yeah, I mean, I did warn you that you were gonna die.
Man, I still believed you. I gotta believe more.
Well, what a terrific game. Thank you, Python, for a fantastic game. I hope you guys all. Thank you also, guys, for writing comments. I hope you guys check out the new dev diary. You can find that on Steam. And also next week during Easter we will be off, but we are running a contest, and you can read about that in the dev diary. Basically, during Easter, um, we'll be making some things happen, and what will be happening is that if you during Easter run a game or anything, and you just write an after action report, then we will be giving away um, what all the DLCs and the soundtrack for anyone that yeah,
Wow.
that we, Seth will be picking out one from the one of from the responses, and then we will be giving that away as a prize. Also to mention is that yes, there are Easter eggs in the game, and of course that's why we also have in the archives catalog this Falcon Punch code manual, which you can use to decipher different types of codes that you can find throughout the game. So have a look out for specific snippets of code you will find them here and there. And if you put them all together, you can you can decipher specific codes. And in the verification menu under Archives Catalog, you can input passwords as soon as you've used the cipher to decipher them. And with that, I thank you all for today. Thank you to Python. Thanks also to Seth uh, for getting the dev diary up.
Yes, thank you very much. It's definitely pretty fun. We can love it.
Oh man. And a big thanks also to the guys making all of the balancing, all the fixes, all of the elements from the coding department, making the things happen. And we look forward to the next Terminal Thursday, which will be in 2 weeks' time. So for now, take care and have a wonderful evening. Goodbye, guys.